the news?
I mean, it's definitely cool. We're glad that we're in, and I think it's a really good chance for us to redeem ourselves, so it'll be fun.
Coming off a weekend, I'm sure you guys were bummed, but I mean, the journey's just beginning if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a bummer losing to Concordia, but I think that we know that there's bigger and better things, and that's kind of what our goal is now, to focus on.
What did you learn this last weekend about your team?
I mean, I think we showed a lot of fight, and we stayed together, played for each other, and I think that's really what's going to make the difference going forward now.
So what was your initial reaction when you guys found out your senior or whatever?
Obviously really excited. I mean, you don't really know until your name shows up, so just excitement and relief to see our name up there and excited to play some more volleyball.
I mean, you guys have been a great team all season long. Your Bulldog team has been great for Coach Booz. How does it feel to be going into yet another postseason?
It's exciting. It's something that we don't take for granted because I have been on the other side of it where we weren't selected, and so I definitely think that this team appreciates the opportunity and knows how hard it is, and we're going to get ready to work.
Did it kind of sting a little bit last weekend? Were you like, okay, we need to bounce back and we need to come back and show in the tournament that we can really kick some Bulldog butt?
I think we learned a lot last weekend. It showed that we're capable of coming back, but we also showed things that we need to work on, and I definitely think it was a big motivator for us.
What do you think that your strength at this point in the season is going into the tournament?
I think this team shows a lot of grit and a lot of fight, and I've been really proud of how this team has fought. We've had a lot of 5-set matches recently, and I think that shows that we're ready to play no matter how many sets we have to do to get it done.
You guys have beaten top teams in the nation. Rankings don't seem to matter to you. How do you keep that in your mind? You're like, we're going to go out there and play our game.
We know that ultimately, especially in our conference, that every team is great, and the rankings sure are neat and exciting to deal with, but in reality it shows up to who's going to play better volleyball on that given night. So we really focus on one night at a time and trying to get the job done. So
next Thursday, game day, you're playing Northern. You've played them before. What do you think about that?
I think for us it's a little redemption. We can play better volleyball, and I'm excited to have another shot at them.
Tournament.
Yeah, excited to be back in the region that we're in. You know, there's going to be some great teams left out. There's going to be multiple top 25 teams left out. So, you know, going into this, you never know until you see your name. Seeing our name means we get to continue. Life goes on to the next week here, so we have more to work on, and we get back in the gym tomorrow and start working on our game plan for Northern.
Thoughts on playing Northern?
Excited. You know, certainly you'd love to play a team that you haven't already played all year long, but excited to get a chance to play them again, because the first time we played them was on a weekend where we just didn't play very good volleyball. We were very error-prone. We had a rough match on Friday night against Moorhead and lost in 5, and we didn't bounce back very well the next day. So, you know, a chance at redemption from performing better on our standpoint. Certainly Northern's a very talented team, a lot of talented student athletes there, and so it's going to be a challenge.
Your offense, when it's clicking, it's really clicking. How do you make them, I'm going to say click for the third time, come out on Thursday?
Yeah, the key is our serve receive has to keep us in system. When our setter doesn't have to move around a ton and we can run our offense from the right spot, we can be very difficult to defend. We got a bunch of attackers in rhythm with the right tempo that can be very effective. And, you know, on Saturday against Concordia in the semifinal, that's what we were the first 2 sets. It was really systematic and in tempo, and we did a really nice job offensively. And then Concordia up there serving pressure, and it took us a while to respond. And so, you know, that's certainly something we're going to work on for the next week and a half.
Do you think that loss is going to help you go into this tournament with a little bit of we learned from this, we're going to do better?
Yeah, I think, you know, if you build off the positives, you know that you're capable of competing with the best team in the country, you know, for the past 10 years. So we know we're capable of beating any of the teams in our regional, but we also know if we don't play our best that we're going to go home early. So, you know, we got to focus on making sure we're taking care of the ball on our side of the net and doing the little things that we know are going to make the difference in matches like this that are all going to be really hotly and closely contested.
My last question, I know both girls that I talked to said grit, like twice. Would you describe your team as gritty?
Yeah, we've mentioned it a few times. This group has a little bit more grit and grind to it than maybe some of the teams we've had recently. There's been multiple times this year where we've been down and it looks like it might have been over, and they found a way to claw their way back into some things. And you know, the number of 5-set matches that we've been able to claw through and come back from a deficit in the 5th set to win. Obviously that didn't happen Saturday, but it's just a gritty group that really continues to battle and battle and battle. And you know, if we can be gritty but also be offensively efficient, I think we can be a really tough out.
Congrats. Best of luck.
Awesome. Thank you.